Hey, ardent fans and constructive critics, how are you on your blood this year? Social activist and good-hearted preacher Professor S. Rashmi back with the sheer ecstasy for my 123rd video, the third year on angle of publication on YouTube today, 11th January 2021, Monday. The topic for today is hidden dangers of internet usage and safety tips. Internet is a uh, computer network consisting of a worldwide network of computer networks that use the TCP IP network protocols to facilitate data transmission and exchange. Internet safety or online safety or cyber safety or e-safety is trying to be safe on the internet and is the act of maximizing the user's awareness of personal safety and security risks to private information and properly associated with using the internet. And the self-protection from computer crimes. As the number of internet users continues to grow worldwide, internet's governments and organizations have expressed concerns about the safety of children and teenagers using the internet. Over 45% have announced that they have endured some sort of cyber harassment. Safer Internet Day is celebrated worldwide in February. It's coming up real soon to raise awareness about internet safety. In the UK, the Get Safe online campaign has received sponsorship from government agency, Serious Organized Crime Agency (SOCA), and major internet companies such as Microsoft and eBay. Sensitive information such as personal information and identity, passwords are often associated with personal property and privacy and may present security concerns if leaked. Unauthorized access and usage of private information may result in consequences such as identity theft as well as theft of property. Common causes of information security breaches include phishing, is a type of scam where the scammers disguise as a trustworthy source in attempt to obtain private information such as passwords and credit card information, etc., through the internet. These fake websites are often designed to look identical to the legitimate counterparts to avoid suspicion from the user. Internet scams are schemes that deceive a user in various ways to attempt to take advantage of them. Internet scams often aim to cheat the victims of personal property directly rather than personal information through false promises, confidence tricks, and more. Malware, malware, particularly spyware, is a malicious software disguised as software designed to collect and transmit private information such as passwords without the user's consent or knowledge. They are often distributed through email, software, and files from unofficial locations. Malware is one of the most prevalent security concerns, as often it is impossible to determine whether a file is infected despite the source of the file. The growth of the internet gave rise to many important services accessible to anyone with a connection, with an internet connection. One of these important services is digital communication. While this service allowed users often use the internet for personal gain, this may not be limited to financial material gain. This is especially a concern to parents and children, as children are often targets often okay, of these malicious users. Common threats to personal safety include phishing, internet scams, malware, cyber stalking, cyberbullying, online predators, and sextortion. Cyber stalking is the use of the internet or other electronic means to stalk or harass an individual, group, or organization. It may include false accusations, defamation, slander, and libel. It may also include monitoring, identity theft, threats, vandalism, solicitation of for sex, or gathering information that may be used to threaten, embarrass, or harass. Cyberbullying is the use of electronic means such as instant messaging, social media, email, and other forms of online communication with the internet with the intent to abuse, intimidate, or overpower an individual or a group. In a 2012 study of over 11,923 students in the US, it was indicated that 23% of adolescents reported being a victim of cyberbullying, 30% of which reported experiencing suicidal behavior. Online predation is the act of engaging an underage minor into inappropriate sexual relationships through the internet. Online predators may attempt to initiate and seduce minors in the relationship through the use of chat rooms or internet forums. In a sample, 2,216 incarcerated sexual offenders, the behavior characteristics that emerged were characterized into three groups: manipulative, typically a child molester; opportunist, typically a rapist; and coercive, being a mixture of both rapists and child molesters. The Australian E-Safety Commissioner's website reports that 20% of young Australians report being socially excluded, threatened, or abused online. Various websites on the internet contain material that some deem offensive, distasteful, or explicit, which may often be not of the user's liking. Such websites may include internet shock sites, hate speech, or otherwise inflammatory content. Such content may manifest in many ways, such as pop-up ads and unsuspecting links. Sextortion, especially via the use of webcams, is a concern, especially for those who use webcams for flirting and cyber sex. Often, this involves a cyber criminal posing as someone else, such as an attractive person, initiating communication of a sexual nature with the victim. The victim is then persuaded to undress in front of a webcam and may also be persuaded to engage in sexual behavior such as masturbation. The video is recorded by the cyber criminal Frankie, who then reveals her true intent and demands money or other services, such as more explicit images of the victim in case of online predation, threatening to publicly release the video and send it to family members and friends of the victim. If they do not comply, a video highlighting the dangers of sextortion has been released by the National Crime Agency in the UK to educate people, especially given the fact that blackmail of sexual nature may cause humiliation to a sufficient extent to cause the victim to take their own life, in addition to the other efforts to educate the public on the risks of sextortion. Viruses, worms, and Trojan horses. These are malicious programs that can cause damage to your computer and information on it and use your computer to spread themselves to your friends or family, the rest of the web. You can protect your computer against these threats by using antivirus software. This is a program which runs in the background and keeps your computer safe. Keep it up to date and do not switch it off. Firewall prevents unauthorized access to your computer by other internet users when you are connected to the internet. Spam is a term for unsolicited or junk email. There are actions you can take to reduce the quantity, but it is unlikely that you will ever be able to eradicate it. Scams, these are usually get rich quick schemes offering large sums of money. If it seems too good to be true, it probably is. People don't think that way. Similarly, all these financial schemes, if somebody is offering a very attractive return on the investment you make, that means it is cheating. When they say that I can give you a return of 50% every month, is it practically possible? One has to use their own mind. People are so dumb. Spyware is software that collects personal information without your knowledge or permission. Software is available that protects your computer against spyware. Phishing is a type of deception intended to steal your identity by trying to get information like credit card numbers or bank account information from you. Hoaxes are usually emails that contain bogus warnings intended to frighten or mislead people. It pops up even to me. The internet is full of material that you will find inappropriate or offensive. There are many ways to control access to inappropriate material. Internet dangers. Cyberbullying includes sending hateful messages or even death threats to children, spreading lies about them online, making nasty comments on their social networking profiles, or creating a website to bash their looks and reputation. Cyberbullying differs from schoolyard bullying. Some cyberbullies pose as the victims and send out harassing messages to others. Recently, cyberbullies have also begun posting humiliating videos of other kids they dislike. That is happening on social networking sites, even WhatsApp. They should be banned. Safety tips to prevent cyberbullying: to keep others from using their email and internet accounts. Kids should never share internet passwords with anyone than their parents. Children are harassed or bullied through instant messaging. Help them use the block or ban feature to prevent the bully from contacting them. If a child keeps getting harassing emails, delete the email account and set up a new one. Remind your child to give the new email address only to family and a few trusted friends. Tell your child not to respond to rude or harassing emails, messaging, and posting. If the cyberbullying continues, call the police. Keep a record of emails as a proof. Sexual predators, the online world opens the door for trusting young people to interact with virtual strangers, even people they normally cross the street to avoid in real life. About 1 in 7 kids have been sexually solicited online, as per the statistics. While sexual predators have targeted children in chat rooms, they migrate to whenever young people go online. More predators are now scoring social networking sites such as MySpace and Zanga because these sites have centralized so much information. A child's profile typically includes photos, personal interests, and blogs. I don't know why people post their photos on profiles, the real photo. Predators may take on fake identities and feign interest in a child's favorite bands, TV shows, video games, and or hobbies. They come across to the children as a new best friend. They are going to have the same likes and dislikes. Safety tips to avoid sexual predators. Ask your children if they use a social networking site. Look at the site together or search for it yourself online. Social networking sites often have age limits. MySpace prohibits kids under 14, but does not verify kids' ages. That's a problem. There'll be a question that will pop up. Are you 18 years or older? If you say type yes, sir, that's it. That's checking. It's window dressing. So anyone can use it. If you want to delete a site, work with your child to cancel the account or contact the social networking site directly. It is not so easy to cancel the email account, sir. It takes time. Only if the account is inactive for at least 3 months at a stretch, I think the account becomes inactive and why. It varies depending on the distinct site. Tell your kids not to post a full name, address, phone number, school name, and other personal information that could help a stranger to find them. Remind them that photos like a child in a teen sweatshirt can give away clues to where they live. Ask them not to send photos to people they meet online. Learn about privacy settings that allow kids to choose who can view their profiles. Why post a real profile in the first place? Explain that strangers who approach them online aren't always who they say they are offline. When it comes to internet safety, there is no substitute for parental supervision. Put your computer in a common area of your home, not a child's bedroom, so you can keep an eye on online activities. Go to websites that explain the shorthand kids use in instant messaging. Yeah, parents need to be aware of all that. Like POS, parent over shoulder, LMARL, let's meet in real life so you know what's going on. Ask your kids to report any online sexual solicitation to you or another trusted adult right away. Parents should call the local police and save all offensive emails as evidence. Pornography, one of the worst dangers of the internet for many parents, is the idea that pornography could pop up and surprise the children. Yeah, there are so many sites like what is that? TikTok videos. People use it for online soliciting. CSWs, commercial sex workers. But parents may not realize that some kids are going online to seek out web porn too. So many social networking sites are used for such malicious purposes, like WhatsApp. It provides a privacy to people do black marketing, brothel, selling illegal drugs. Okay, you can view the internet browser history to see which websites your child is visiting. But since kids can delete this history, you may want to install internet filtering software to block porn sites in the first place. Software filters aren't a perfect solution, and nasty sites can slip through while educational or family-related sites may be blocked. So while some parents may wonder whether monitoring means they are spying on their kids, a safety factor often wins out. You get the monitoring software, put it on the computer, and forget that it's there. That way, if someone's viewing porn, you'll have the records to deal with it. Safety tips on pornography: install internet filtering software to block porn sites from any computer your child has access to. Consider using filtering software that monitors and records instant messaging and chat room conversations, as well as websites visited. Consider using a monitoring program that filters for pornography keywords in several languages because some teams have figured out how to get around filters by typing in porn related search terms in other languages. Uh, Damage reputation. Camera phones, digital cameras, and webcams are everywhere these days, and kids can be victims of their own personal inexperience with the new technology. Never use your audio and video unless otherwise it is really necessary. Put a sticker, put a black colored sticker on your cam so that people cannot access it illegally also. Black, black tape, that's the best thing to do. Turn off your audio also, mute it. Many post pictures, videos. Yeah, nowadays there are so many this thing, no? What is that? Amazon Echo. One should never use it. Those are spying devices. Many post pictures, videos, or notes online that they later regret. Think before you post because once you do, it's going to be up there forever. A child's online reputation is a growing concern with the rise of online social networking and profiles. Alexa, all the crap, reports of schools and employers rejecting young people for high school programs, internships, college admissions, and jobs after checking out what the applicants are posted online. These companies, they never let you know the dark side. They focus your attention on the bright side as if it is a boon. It's a bane. It's a pain in the ass. Wrong place. Many teenage girls put up provocative photos of themselves. It's a game of one upmanship. They want to know how many people like the photo, dislikes, kids are trying. If they get more dislikes, they feel offended, and some people commit suicide also. Kids are trying to look good. They are doing it because everyone else is doing it. A girl will see a picture, and say, "Oh, I can top that." And before you know it, she is half naked on the internet for everybody to see. Internet safety tips to prevent reputation damage. One common excuse that people give for these activities are everybody is doing it. Why not me? Why are you trying to restrict me? Explain that even if your kids delete their posted videos, others may have already copied them into public forums and websites. Tell your kids not to let anyone, even friends, take pictures or videos of them that could cause embarrassment online, such as the radio teachers or them. Talk to your kids about possible consequences, the experts say. A 17-year-old might think it is hilarious to post a MySpace photo of themselves looking drunk with empty beer bottles thrown around them. But will a college admissions officer be impressed? Nowadays, even for recruitment, they are checking their online activities. I don't know how many people know that. Even for this thing, visas, immigration, they check your online this thing. They check your account. They'll ask for your this thing, social networking ID and password. Girls must understand that the internet is an open means of communication that anyone can access. As such, websites will often attract people other than the intended users. It is therefore imperative that any information that could jeopardize the safety and security of girls and adults not be disclosed on the website. The following measures help to ensure girls' safety while online. Right, girls, even boys get abused. Use only first names and never last names. Never use the correct names, right names, real names. Never post addresses, phone numbers, or email addresses of girls. Not only girls, but I don't know why they say girls. Boys are also getting abused. Even adults are being abused. Illicit. Always have a parent or guardian's permission when using pictures of girls on a website. This is important for all girls, and special regulations apply for children younger than 13 years of age. Do not post addresses of group meetings, meeting places, dates, and times of meetings, events, or trips. Instead, an adult who wishes to communicate about upcoming events with families of girls should send an email to the families. The people post pictures of their vacation, this thing. Anybody can look at it, even thieves. So they get to know that the family is out. They can stay comfortably. Do not allow automatic posting of messages to your website. All postings on sites such as message boards or guest books. It's an open invitation. Should have adult oversight and be screened prior to posting that. Ensure that websites do not show personal email addresses of girls, but use a group or group email or an adult's email address. The basic principle is it is not yours, do not use it. A group's website may not use copyrighted designs, text, graphics, or trademark symbols without specific permission from the copyright or trademark holder. Note too that some names, such as commercial products and cartoon characters, are trademarked and cannot be incorporated on most websites. Permission is also required from the author or publisher for the use of videos and music on websites. So do not post words from copyrighted songs, poems, or books, as permission must be granted from the record label, publisher, artist, poet, or author, and is nearly impossible to obtain. To keep girls safe, I don't know. Yeah, all the time they are talking referring to girls only, as if boys are safe. To keep girls safe when they use their own websites, keep in mind parents, guardians must review and approve a girl's website before it goes live. For girls under 13 years old, a parent or guardian must manage the girl's website and be responsible for all content, communication, and information posted. Parents, guardians must review and approve any pictures and videos before they are posted to a girl's digital cookie website. If the girl is under 13 years old, a parent or guardian must personally post the pictures and videos to the girls' website themselves. Girls under 13 are not permitted to do this. What is this thing restriction? They'll ask. There'll be a question that will come. Are you 18 or a year or older? Are you 13 and over? Cyber criminology is the study of causation of crimes that occur in the cyberspace and its impact in the physical space. Space transition theory is an explanation about the nature of the behavior of the persons who bring out their conforming and non-conforming behavior in physical space and cyberspace. Space transition involves the movement of persons from one space to another. Example, from physical space to virtual space, cyberspace, and vice versa. Space transition theory argues that people behave differently when they move from one space to another. The postulates of the theory are persons with repressed criminal behavior in physical space have a propensity to commit crimes in cyberspace that they otherwise would not commit due to the status and position. Identify flexibility, dissociative anonymity, and lack of deterrence factors in cyberspace provide the offenders the means to commit cybercrime. Criminal behavior of offenders in cyberspace is likely to be imported to physical space, and criminal behavior in physical space may be exported to cyberspace as well. Intermittent ventures of offenders to cyberspace and the dynamic spatio-temporal nature of cyberspace are given to give offenders an escape. Strangers are likely to unite together in cyberspace. They conduct meetings also, hackers commit crimes in physical space. Associates in physical space are likely to unite webinars. Okay. Associates in physical space are likely to unite to commit crimes in cyberspace. Persons from closed societies are more likely to commit crimes in cyberspace than persons from open societies. The conflict between the norms and values of physical space and the norms and values of cyberspace may lead to cyber crimes. Hacking has been difficult to interpret due to the lack of a solid definition and vague boundaries between computer experts and hackers. Both are equally bad, as well as those characteristics that differentiate various types of hackers. Victimization through the internet is becoming more prevalent as cyber criminals have developed more effective ways to remain anonymous, and as more personal information than ever is stored on network computers, even the occasional or non-user is at risk. Flaming, online fights using electronic messages with angry and vulgar language. Harassment, repeatedly sending nasty, mean, and insulting messages. Denigration, dissing someone online, sending or posting gossip or rumors about a person or damages or her reputation or friendships. Impersonation, pretending to be someone else and sending or posting material to get that person in trouble or danger or to damage that person's reputation or friendships. Outing, sharing someone's secrets or embarrassing information or images online. Trickery, talking someone into revealing secrets or embarrassing information then sharing it online. Exclusion, intentionally and cruelly excluding someone from an online group. Cyber stalking, repeated intense harassment and denigration that includes threats or creates significant fear. Cyber safety tips, tell someone you trust, don't instigate, block the cyber criminals, be aware, always log out, do not be a cyber bully yourself. Some people never even turn off the internet connectivity. It will be on 24 hours a day, 365 days a week. Identity theft is a form of stealing someone's identity in which someone pretends to be someone else by assuming the person's identity. Password safety: use more than one password, be relevant and irrelevant. Use random characters, length is important. Use the SUPR test. Never have any written or digital record of passwords. Keep changing the passwords at frequent intervals. Never share your passwords even with the ones you trust. Password should be a combination of lower, uppercase letters, numbers, special characters, and symbols. Use two or three factor authentication like password, phone number, and secret question. Remember that there are programs to break, to crack, crack even the strongest passwords, and multiple level authentication is the best to prevent password crack criminals. To block. Passwords are easy to crack. Some people use the same password for all the this thing accounts, whatever, and it will be very easy. Password will be password or 1 2 3 4 5 6. Dumbos. Online gambling is an addiction. These are common passwords. Are their date of birth, are their license tag. These are very easy to guess. And people have lost their lives and committing suicide with their whole families. Online loan apps are a big bait, especially when so many people have lost their job and earnings. The interest rates are charged are sky high, and people commit suicide with their whole families attributed to the financial debts and bullying by thugs disguising themselves as loan recovery agents. Top 10 internet safety rules to follow to help you avoid getting into trouble online and offline. Keep personal information professional and limited. Keep your privacy settings on. Practice safe browsing. Make sure the internet connection is secure. Use a secure VPN connection. VPN is virtual private network. Be careful what you download and choose strong passwords. Make online purchases from secure sites. Be careful what you post. Be careful who you meet online. Keep your antivirus program up to date. Never go digital. Never do digital transactions or internet, mobile banking, or any financial transactions online. Then you'll repent it forever. Full credit to hackers. Never reveal your true identity online. These are my own. Okay, erase all digital records forever. Just erasing alone is not enough since it can be recovered. Format the drive that had your records or clean the empty space using CCleaner software multiple times. Use good size spyware and antivirus programs. Update them as frequently as possible. Turn on these programs such that they are active whenever you use internet. Use Tor, the orange browser with the VPN. Use DuckDuckGo for browsing. Block cookies, location trackers, and key logging software. Update the software and apps only when you feel the necessity. Yeah. Sometimes some messages will pop up that your computer is infected. Don't go for all those things. Download and install requisite software only from certified sites. Deactivate cookies, history, pop-up windows, etc. Always make it a point to log out of all sites as soon as they are through with your work. Some people never do that. They open their email account, it will be on for 24 hours, even in office computers and all that, which everybody has access to. Keep disconnecting. I have seen this. Keep disconnecting internet connectivity as often as possible. Use 5G connectivity with a limited range but high speed. Turn off Wi-Fi connectivity and use wired connection if possible. Never share your Wi-Fi passwords, ID with the neighbors. Keep changing your router SSID passwords and Wi-Fi passwords frequently. Do not install unwanted apps on your smartphone. Some people install all apps. Change the update setting to manual and automatic. Yeah, that's another thing. Because the default option is automatic update. Turn it off. If your smartphone gets heated up very fast and memory keeps decreasing rapidly, it's a sure sign that somebody else is using a so-called smartphone when you are dumb remotely, maybe for virtual currency mining without your knowledge and consent. Do not offer prepaid payments for online shopping. Offer cash on delivery only. When it comes to internet usage, negatives outweigh the positives, especially in developing and underdeveloped countries like India, since consumer protection does not exist in real life. Corruption is a root cause. Never listen to computer geeks and nerds. Act against their advice. Even an illiterate can become an expert hacker since there are plenty of books and darknets, also known as deep websites that provide Training for hacking. Governments are sleeping and never take any action. Put a full stop to unethical hacking by tightening the screws on such perpetrators, then there is no necessity for ethical hackers. It is like companies, pharmaceuticals, uh, spreading some disease and then saying, I have this antidote, I have the medicine. Some companies do that. They don't have any ethics. Monitor the activities of youngsters. A smartphone is more of a hassle since even kids use these gadgets, get addicted, and ruin their lives forever. Set up effective firewalls. Social networking sites should be blocked forever by all countries. Internet has positives too, like you get so much information for free, which is a boon, but youngsters, especially students, do not use it for studies and projects. Sites like YouTube, NPTEL in India, it is IITs have so many useful videos to enhance one's knowledge on a wide range of topics. The question is how many use the net productively for the right purposes. There is a popular saying that never let somebody have access to your firearm if the person does not have the maturity and positive frame of mind to use it properly. Those days in those days in schools, those days in the sense I am recalling my experience. Instead of that, I'll change it as in golden days. In schools, moral science was mandatory for everybody to inculcate good habits and develop everybody as good citizens. Society, parents, and elders have a big role to play in developing the youngsters as virtuous persons. They should be good role models which the youngsters can emulate. So called VIPs in societies like rowdy movie stars, Ralton movie stars, sports personalities, politicians, media are misusing the younger generation for their own good. It is human nature that we learn bad practices very fast. Even advertisements on media. Females are exploited as depicted as sex objects. It is very easy to be destructive but tough to be constructive. One can earn a bad name very fast, but to earn a good name, it may take even years. This is true for individuals as well as organizations. Good leaders will lead from the front. It is very easy to preach but tough to practice. So practice what you preach. That's how I am. Debates, discussion on open-ended topics like this can go on forever. Anyhow, let me pull the plug here. We'll meet again real soon with another interesting topic. Some of the statements, views expressed are solely mine, based on limited knowledge gained over 6 decades of versatile experience. Always watch these videos with the closed caption subtitles for absolute 100% comprehension as per my sincere recommendation zillion times so far. I know I rushed through to complete the presentation within 20 minutes max. This time limit is self-imposed to retain the viewer's attention as a norm. I'm quite aware of the fact that I exceed this time limit. Sometimes I take double or even triple the time depending on the topic. Today I must have taken about double the time since I make honest attempts to cover the selected topic more elaborately, including so many intricate fine details referring a wide variety of sources. In particular, Wikipedia quite extensively, besides articles and books published recently. Besides, of course, I sprinkle my own salt and pepper and season it with my personal experiences so far in my life and also intuition. Stay at home as much as possible to maintain social distancing attributed to pandemic novel COVID-19 and prolong your lifespan. Lead a healthy life. God, also known as a supreme power, is the one and only one who can put a stop to natural, unnatural, maybe biowar and cyber war events like pandemics and epidemics, which ultimately paves the way for apocalypse and extinction of all sentient species on Earth for no fault of others. Rest in peace and harmony. Yeah, today I made it in 34 minutes. Great. I love to pat myself on the back.